Good morning, Yoga TXers. This is Echo. Thank you for joining me for this practice today. Early in the morning for me, at least, here in the UK. And just tuning in from this beautiful, beautiful space. You might see me a little bit as a silhouette, but the practice I want to share with you today is a practice of coming into the day. And you can do this at the end of the day as well. But the practice will be a grounding one. So the practice is one to really get connected to our connection with the earth and to feel that we've arrived in our bodies. So throughout the day, especially if you're practicing this towards the end of the day, this is a great way to come back to the body. It's a great way in the morning to come out of the mind. You know, we wake up and we might immediately go into the mind of what do I need to do today? What are my responsibilities? So I encourage you to come into the body, to be the human being that you are, not the human thinking, and to feel. So first we begin with the breath, equal inhalations and the exhalations from the nostrils. And we're going to start on our toes. So squat onto the toes, sit back onto the heels, getting right into it. So a little morning or afternoon grounding practice. Deep breaths in and out of the nostrils. And throughout this practice, I invite you to bring in the visualization of a tree growing its roots. So as you feel that heat rise up through the ankles and the shins, and maybe you're going, ugh, echo. Imagine the heat spreading down into the floorboards, into the earth, into the ground, creating strong roots. Because when we really create these strong roots energetically in the world, we're able to withstand the storms. And our feet, they're our structure, they're our balance. So continue to breathe in and out of the nostrils. Stay with me a few more breaths. I'm up. Getting my morning wake-up call. I'm teaching a workshop today, so this is my pre-workshop class. And just a few more breaths here as we let life come into the practice. It just made me feel like a kid again, like, Echo, it's time for school. Let's open the eyes. Come down off of the toes, sit back onto the heels and just lift the knees, so rock the knees just a bit. You can feel that heat kind of disperse, so we're watering our roots. Slowly come forward onto the hands and pat the feet out. Now let's tuck the toes under and come up to standing. So as we stand, take the feet hip-width distance apart, hands alongside the body, palms shining forward, slight bend in the knees, and let's just ground into the earth. Feel your connection to the ground beneath you. And maybe even you feel a wave forward and back like a tree, moving very discreetly in the wind. And again, visualizing the roots growing from the feet down into the floorboards, into the earth. And these practices at the beginning of the day or the middle of the day, whenever, when we're feeling ungrounded, when the energy is up in our head, we're just thinking too much, bring it back down to the feet. Let's open the eyes. Inhale, reach up. Pause at the top. Exhale to the heart. So we're moving nice and slow. So come out of the mind. Come with me on the journey into the body. Inhale up, slight back bend, pause. Exhale, hands to the heart. Again, nice and slow. Inhale up, pause at the top, back bend. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, reach. Pause. And exhale to the heart. Beautiful. Hands down beside the body. Take the feet a little bit wider, slight bend in the knees. We're coming into the quad or the leg gates. So this little space where the groin is, the hip abductors that open the hips into external rotation. And we're just going to begin to tap here. We're just bringing some energy into this space. And then we're going to slightly bend the knees and slap the thighs. So you'll see what that looks like. It'll become more rhythmic in a moment. Slap and bend. And we come back to the quad. And we're waking up the legs, and again, visualizing the energy moving down into the earth. And we're doing our best to direct our energy to the lower trunk of the body and away from the mind. Relax the shoulders, relax the muscles in the face. Come to stop, just hands on the quad. You can take a deep breath in and out. Maybe you can feel the energy moving a bit here. I'm going to bend the knees even more and slide the hands down the thighs. And we're going to kind of karate chop very lightly on the outer tibia. So you're just karate chopping that meat on the outer tibia. Let the head hang. And this is the 3 mile point in traditional Chinese medicine. So again, visualizing that energy moving down into the feet, roots into the earth, out of the mind, into the earth, into our grounded, stable nature. And be kind. So we're not hitting, we're just lightly patting. And then forward fold. Let the hands come down, slight bend in the knees. And forward folding, we're lengthening through the back line of the body here. And again, we are just really focusing this morning, afternoon, or evening on connecting to the earth element, to our grounded nature, to the feeling body, less of thinking mind. So if the mind begins to wander, come back to the breath. And breathing in, I am aware that I am breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. And slowly bring the hands alongside the shins. Take an inhale. Press into the feet and very slowly begin to roll up, dragging the hands up the side of the body like a little massage. The head comes up last. Taking the hands alongside the ribs, the neck, and reach the arms up. Take the arms somewhat wide, yogi power stance. So we've got that V shape with the arms, V shape with the legs a bit. Ground through the feet, slight bend in the knees, open the heart space, relax the shoulders. Relax the muscles in the face. And slowly heel toe the feet out a little bit wider. And then bring the toes in. Take the hands to the hips, take an inhale. And an exhale, slowly bend the knees, bring the chest down, lower all the way down, hands to the earth. So wide folds. And again, back line lengthens. Maybe you need a couch cushion or a block to bring the earth closer to you. If so, you can always pause the video and do that. And we're moving slow today. So like the great Taoist poem, the slower we go, the faster we get there. We are really befriending our bodies in their slow nature and their tenderness, and also in their strength. Because when we slow down and create those strong roots, the day becomes a bit more fluid. The evening becomes a little bit more gentle as we go into the dream space. Our bodies thank us for thinking of them. Peel the chest up, come up halfway, inhale. Keep the right hand planted, lift the left arm up. And keep the lower back as flat as you can. We're opening into the left shoulder, look up towards the left hand. Take an inhale. Exhale. Slowly come through. Bring the left hand over towards the right ankle and reach the right arm, twisting open. Right arm stretches up. Left hand is to the outer right ankle. Again, if you need a block or a couch cushion, take it. And slowly come back down. Let's keep the left hand planted this time. Inhale, reach the right arm up, twisting open. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring the right arm behind the left over to the left ankle and lift the left arm up, lift the chest up a bit too. Press into the left ankle, keep the hips square, open the chest. And left hand comes down. Bend the knees deeply, lower the hips a bit, peel the chest up and come up into a goddess squat. So we're going to turn the feet to the sides, hands on the knees, sink into the hips, and just move from side to side. We're opening the hips a bit. And we're not putting weight into the hands. If we were to take the hands away, we would just float upright. The core is strong. Come back into center. And lean the right shoulder in, look over the left shoulder. Lean the left shoulder in, look over the right. The sun today is beautiful here in northern UK. And come back to center. Bring the hands down to the earth. Heel toe the feet in. Bend the knees. Slowly come down to a seat. So we're going to sit down and stretch the legs out in front of us. Sit up nice and tall. Here's a great time to bring a bolster underneath the knees if you need to, or under the hips, or on top of the chest if forward folding is tough for you. Let's take an inhale, lengthen. And exhale, slowly fold. Keep the spine long. So if the spine begins to round, stay upright, leave the hands where they are. And do your best to kind of dorsiflex the toes towards the shins. They're not just rolling out to the side, so our legs are activated. The glutes, the calves, lots of integrity in this. And with each exhalation, maybe we come lower. And today I can feel my back line is very tight, so I'm not going to go any lower than this. So don't force yourself to even go as low as I am. Maybe you stay upright. As long as you're feeling length through the back line, you're key. This is a part of grounding as well, is that we water our roots. We look at what our roots need. We do our best to not imitate, follow, or mock other people or other bodies, because each body, each set of bones, all the mental stories that come with those bones and blood make up our movement patterns. So really listen to the whispers of your own experience today. And slowly peel the chest up, cross the legs, come into a meditative seat. Our last posture here. And drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Left side of the neck grows long. Bring left ear to left shoulder. And head back to center. The eyes closed. Inhale, reach the arms up. Pause. Exhale, bring hands towards heart center. And pause here for a moment. Just do it. I'm just teaching a class. It's okay. Inhale, reach up. Thank you. I'm allowed to be human on camera. It's okay. I just got a lovely cup of tea. Let's inhale, reach up. Pause at the top. Exhale, hands to the heart. And again, just so perfect. Let's pause here to have this little interruption or distraction at the end of practice to remind us that imperfection is okay. And when you're doing yoga and you're peaceful, you might have interruptions from your kids, from your friends, from the world, from traffic, and do your best to just stay in yourself, to stay grounded. Let's do one last one. Inhale, reach up, pause at the top. Exhale, hands to the heart. Drop head to heart. May we each, through our distractions, through life, through family, through children, through chaos and wildness, remember to stay grounded in ourselves, to nourish our roots, to remember our inhalation and our exhalation, to stay present always, or as much as we can. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much for joining, and stay tuned in all the places. You can find me down below on my YouTube channel as well for other classes and online retreats and trainings and the whole hoopla. Take care of yourselves. See you next time.